right now I'm just so focused on me. I just use everybody else's, whoever's successful and whoever has a moral about themselves. I use them as a template
Mm-hmm.
because I'm like, okay, God, I see you working in their life, and I see that they tapped into the gift you gave them, and everybody has their own gift. So it's like, okay, what's mine?
I thought I had to chase who I was meant to be, but the more I grow, the more I see it's not about a role, a race or prize to claim. It's finding peace in my own name, just me becoming serene.
Hello there, beautiful. This is Ruth Debonair Southall of the Becoming Serene podcast. You're here. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'm very, very excited about today's guest. This podcast is created just for you, entrepreneurial-minded women who are on the journey of embracing peace in your pursuit of purpose. And today's guest is going to hit on all of those things and more. As a matter of fact, today's guest is someone whose life reflects transformation, alignment, and purpose. His journey, I said his. Yes, his journey has taken him through seasons of growth and reinvention. And along the way, he's become a voice of encouragement and healing for so many. So, guess what? We first connected at the podcast summit in Atlanta a few weeks ago. And from that moment, I knew that his story, his wisdom, and his heart for people would bless this audience. Now, if you've been listening to the Becoming Serene podcast for a while, then you already know I've always said that this platform is for women, and that's true. I also said that I would never bring a man on the show until I did when I invited my husband for a conversation. But every now and then, guess what? We need to learn to pivot, and God has a way of shifting things. So today's episode marks the second time I've invited a man to share his journey with all of you. He's a chef, and he uses food to tell stories. He's an author who pours wisdom into words and a speaker who inspires others to live with intention and faith. He shares his life with his beautiful wife, Vanessa, and their 4 children, RJ, Jasmine, Kayla, and Mila. Now, through his detox community and ministry work, he's creating spaces for people to reset, realign, and walk in their purpose. It is such an honor to welcome you all. Well, to welcome here my newfound friend, Mr. The Chef, Harry Jean Simon.
Oh my God. Oh my God, that was amazing.
Oh,
Like, that was
it?
me.
That is so you, man.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
Welcome.
Welcome to me.
Welcome.
Well, thank you. I mean, I get to be the second guy on your show.
Yeah, that does
next to
speak
the
volumes.
king.
That
Oh my
speaks
God,
volumes.
I am privileged, sister. Definitely from day one when we met
Man.
at the podcast summit. I didn't know that I'd probably meet somebody like that going in there, but I came home with some fuel, and then not only did I come back with fuel, but I was in total alignment with meeting you there too, and
I agree.
trying to help me with this purpose and this message I'm about to be out here putting out. So
I agree.
I appreciate
How
you.
on earth did 2 people born and raised in Chicago meet in Atlanta?
Well,
Meet in Atlanta, and then a few weeks later, like, let's make this happen because you have so much to share. And thank God you've put a lot of your your teachings and everything that you've experienced into your book, and we're going to get into that. But I definitely want to start at the very beginning. Like, when did detoxing start for you? When did you realize, oh man, I have a process to go through?
yeah, it probably started about right before COVID.
Mm.
I just kind of couldn't figure out things and couldn't figure out where I was going. And I had a lot of chasing of rabbits, a lot of different business ventures, trying to get out of the the everyday hustle bustle of working every day. But I kind of knew I had a gift. But I had so many opportunities that I didn't always finish those opportunities. So
Right.
um, finally getting into writing, I always tapped into writing back in the day, and I always wrote through pain though. Right.
Wow.
So anytime I was going through some good situations, I would forget about writing because I was having good times,
Mm-hmm.
so called. Right.
Yes.
But what that did is it held me back from actually putting all of what I needed to put down. And so God has a way of making you sit down and making you realize, like, hey, I needed you to tap into what you need to tap into. And so all of the failures, all of the mishaps, all of the all of just the trials and tribulations I went through really built me to start going back to writing.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how I ended up getting into detox, where I was detoxing physically all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Summer, everybody knows in the summertime in Chicago, like you have these summers where you kind of doing all these activities, and then winter comes in, and then now you're locked into the house. So there's like a roller coaster. So I just kind of just decided to lock in the times that the seasons were down, and then just I felt I was tired of starting over again.
Wow.
Just starting over and over. Detox here. I'm doing good for a little bit. Now I'm comfortable. Then I stop. Then I'm like, oh man, I need to get back on it. And so I was doing those things in all of those 5 facets that I talk about every day. And so I just got tired of it because I started losing grip, started losing focus.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't happy on my job. Um, Things were going on in my marriage, and then the disconnection with my children.
Oh.
And then that's when I just said, man, I just got to tap back into God first. And when I started consistently tapping back into Him, and then got saved, and everything just started getting back into alignment.
Wow.
I'm sorry. I was in the middle of doing something. Am I interrupting you? I just wanted to make sure you stop and subscribe so that you won't miss another episode of Becoming Serene. Everything that we're doing is for you and to help you learn to protect your peace while you pursue success. So hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to also hit that bell so that you'll be notified when new episodes air. All right, see you there.
Wow, wow, wow. So I'm so glad you brought up. It's funny that you use so many words that I'm going to talk about. I don't know if you are an avid watcher yet of Becoming Serene, but I do. I like to talk about your faith, your family, and your focus. And you literally said something about all three of those things in the beginning. So let's start with your faith. So you did say that. So the disconnect, and when we are not attached to the true vine, we both realize and know that, hey, that's where our source is, our creator. So when you finally did that, what would you say was the first order of business? How did God just like, okay, here it is, son, this is where I want you?
Um, First, I had to really tap into just my relationship with Him itself, not the religion, but
Ooh,
the
that's good.
individuality of my connection with Him as self.
Mm-hmm.
Since we are made in His image, I was always thinking like, okay, since I'm made in His image, then I can really tap into me.
Good.
So going to church, got saved, and just was consistently going, and couldn't understand why I couldn't get the whole family to go at one time, but I just stayed steadfast on it, and the message was for me because I was the leader, and I was the one that needed to be put back in the place where everybody would follow, because I wasn't following, I wasn't leading correctly. I had all the great intentions, all the right ideas, I had all the visions of leading, but I wasn't allowing God to lead me first.
Wow.
I was trying to do it myself, and then while I was trying to do it myself, I kept fumbling the bag, right? So once I got saved, I just consistently just kept going in there, and every time I went, I grew each week. So every day after church, I would go to this lake, and you know how some people say, the word leaves you as soon as you leave church. I wouldn't go straight home after church. What I would do is I would go to this lake, and I would just sit there for a second and just process everything that I heard in the word, right? And after I would do that, I would write like one big message in that word that really resonated to the
Oh,
thing that
yes.
I was going through or the thing that I wanted to do. And and the word was always for you. And people
Wow.
don't realize when you're in
Yes.
alignment with God, how when you go to church, it's like the pastor talking to you.
Always.
He's never generally talking,
Mm-hmm.
right? He's very specific at the things he's saying, but God is very specific at the message he wants to get the message out to. And so I'm just grateful that he's using me to be able to create something like Detox and to hold myself accountable and everybody else accountable to their purpose.
Most definitely. So I'm so glad you did bring detox back into this, because that is your sole purpose right now, is to introduce the 5 tenets, I would say, of detox. What does detox represent to you? Because yes, it is a word. However, it's an acronym that
Yes.
stands for something with you, Chef Harry. And what does it stand for?
Oh man, Detox stands for declutter, elevate, transform, organize, and execute.
Ooh, those are powerful, and all those are action words too.
Yes.
Those are all like, put some action behind what you're talking about.
Yes.
Like, as we say, put the walk behind your talk. So how did detox even come about? Was it the word first and then you were like, what's the acronym to this? Or did you know that there was going to be steps?
It came together like slowly as I was like once I came in with the word detox.
Mm-hmm.
I said, remember I always detox physically,
Right.
and so that wasn't that was the easy part for me. Working out, eating right. I'm a chef, so I
Yes.
cook, so I know how to eat healthy.
Mhm.
I know how to work out. I know how to not eat things. I know how to clean myself out,
Mhm.
and so it made sense for me to be like, okay, if I was going to clean myself out to get back into shape, I had to do that spiritually, mentally, financially, and socially on top of me doing it physically. So I was like, man, it makes sense. So I just came with the acronym. I said, okay, now I got to break down the word, because just reading, the book, Think and Grow Rich, really is what shaped the book for me,
Mhm.
because I knew how much of an effect it was on all the successful entrepreneurs and
Oh, yes.
all the businessmen, and they always referenced that book. And so
Mhm.
I took the time to read it, although I had to read it 4 different times, and each time I read it, it gave me something different. And so what it did on the third time I read it, it really did tap into my subconscious. If you know
Wow.
what the book is about, you know
Yes.
subconscious is the biggest part of
That's
that book.
right.
And so I said, man, I want to be able to create something just like Napoleon Hill, that I'll be able to leave the world for something, for them to for everybody to tap into their real selves, so everybody can be out here, stop chasing rabbits, and you chase truth.
I love everything about that. So you have been, because I know and I follow you, but you have been going live on your Instagram for the past, you're on T this week, so
Mhm.
you'll be going into O next week. So it's been 3 weeks.
Yes.
And so you did declutter, and every day is so wonderful. Like,
Yes.
you've been magnificent. Every day you're breaking it down, the decluttering, and just like you said, physically, emotionally, spiritually, financially, and all that. So you
Mhm.
did the decluttering, you
Mhm.
did the exercise, you
That-
did transformation this week.
Mhm.
And so next week is organizing, right?
Yes. So next week we'll be jumping into organizing spiritually, mentally, physically, financially, and socially.
He does not play with being able to rattle off all 5 of those. I'm telling you, I've talked to Harry a lot since we've been back, and he is on it.
Yeah, I am transforming. I am definitely transitioning into a whole different chapter in my life, and this is that thing that I feel real comfortable at. You know, cooking is like therapy for me, and so adding this into me cooking together, then I'm in my element, and I get to serve, right?
Oh my goodness.
I get to help people tap into their true selves, and that's the environment that I want to be around. If you heard today where I did transformation socially,
So good.
Thank you. Where, you know, the individuals that are around you, are they fueling you or are they draining you,
That's
right?
right.
And it's not, you got to let them go like rudely or nothing, but for at this moment, you want to be real clear to them as to where you want to go in your life. And if they're not visionaries or dreamers like you, then you probably just need to separate just for a little bit. You give them grace, of course, because
Yes.
everybody got to come to a road, but
Mhm.
for right now, God is giving me a mission to do, and I have to do it.
And some people we can't let go because they're family. They live with us. We like, oops, okay. So I truly understand. So let's go back to the D in
Yes.
detox with declutter, because in my head, when I think declutter, I'm looking at my messy desk right now and I'm thinking like, if I declutter that, I'm good. But as you said, what is decluttering without giving away the book? Because it will be out soon. And depending on whenever you watch this, just go ahead and Google and follow Harry and follow the detox and get the book, because I already know it's going to be powerful. All I did was read the doggone forward or something, and I'm itching to get it in my hands. But decluttering, like, let's take one nugget from each letter. So
Okay.
decluttering, what is one of the nuggets you like to share?
All right, let's start with declutter then. I'd like to give examples, analogies,
Of course you
and
do.
stories. Analogies,
That's what
right?
authors do.
So, declutter. Remember Where's Waldo?
Of course.
All right. Remember when you get it, or remember the highlight books?
Yes.
All right.
I'm a
Are
teacher.
we telling our age? Are we
Seriously.
telling-
Dude, yes.
Oh yeah,
we're
you're
telling
a teacher,
our
so
age.
you know about
yeah.
that. So in highlight books or in Wells Waldo, there's a page in there where they have a list of things to look
Yes.
for in this page full of clutter,
That's right.
right?
Ooh.
And you'll be all day looking for things in there and circling things. It's actually a skill, right? But that's how it is when your life is. So just imagine you decluttering your closet, right? You have all these clothes that you just kind of stacked up in there, clothes on clothes. So when you get in there and you really need to get dressed for wherever you're going, you're in there trying to search for things. You can't clearly see that thing that you want to put on. So imagine decluttering your mind. So imagine you having all these thoughts, all these trials, and all the experiences in your life, all the things that you are going through, but then you need a clear mind to take care of a mission. You really can't really focus. That's why people can't focus on what it is they need to do, because they have all of the things that they got to do, and things are all in the way. So
Don't throw work into it. A boss telling you what to do.
right now you're all over the place, right? And then you have no more strength for yourself when you finally get home, because it's like when you finally sit down, you feel your body just drop. And that's because you've been like running your mind ragged all day. So D for declutter means just to really just clear out all of what you need to clear out, so you can put all the healthy stuff in.
And how would you suggest doing that?
As far as what, like
Declaring out your mind.
meditation,
Mm-hmm.
self affirmation,
Yes.
therapy.
Mm-hmm.
Therapy is amazing. That's what helped me a lot. And I keep affirmations in my face all the time.
Yes.
I write sticky notes on my desk at work, and if you see my desk, I have nothing but positive affirmations in my face all the time. So
Wow.
anytime I need to kind of look up, because usually when you're going through something, you kind of look in the air, right?
Uh-huh.
But then when I look at the air in my desk, I'm like, oh, it's a reminder of I'm not really having a bad day. I just can read this, and then it'll clear out what it is that I'm thinking. So
Oh, yes. And I'm not alone. God is with me. I can't
Yes.
fail. Like, I get it. I
Yes.
truly do. One of the things that I have practiced before, and I was just sharing this with my mother, because now she's feeling cloudy headed or scatterbrained, as she puts it. And I'm like, Mommy, that's because you have so many things going on in your head that you want to accomplish. You feel like you didn't accomplish, and then you want to help everybody in their stuff. So I practice something called a brain dump, and just take a notebook, and anything that comes to mind, just write it down. Just write it and keep the notebook near, because you're not going to think of everything all at one time. But once you feel like you've gotten it all out, at least the things you want to accomplish in the coming month, like I do this at the top of the month. Then prioritize it. Like, what is something I can delegate? What is something that's not priority right now? What are the top things that I need to do in the month of August in order to have a productive month? So
I'm gonna give you a matter of fact, since we're on that, I'm gonna give you a word in Creole that they say, like when your mind is all full of stuff. They call it tête chargée.
oh, say it again.
Tête chargée.
Here we go with me learning a new word. Tête chargée.
Tête chargée.
Tête chargée.
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 Yeah, so that means you just got a mental clutter. Like your mind is everywhere. Like you can't function, right? And so when I hear that growing up in my house all day, tête chargée, you'd be like, oh man, the person that she usually was talking to about was somebody that was all over the place,
Oh,
right? And so yeah, mental clutter is one of the biggest things that's holding a lot of people back from what it is that they need to tap in to do.
most definitely.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's hit that E.
The E. All right, so after you declutter, you elevate, right?
Yes, why I keep wanting to say exercise? It's elevate.
Elevate.
Yes.
Elevation. Yes.
Yes.
You have to. Now you on another level, right? After you've cleaned out stuff, now you can be like, okay, I can take in inventory now.
Yes.
I know what I got. Ooh, I had this whole time. I'm about
That's
to kill him with
true.
this. Oh my God! Like, oh, I didn't know I had that. So it's like now you get to feel a little clearer now, because now you can kind of start organizing things around and like, okay, I got that and I know what to do with that.
Right.
So now what's my next step on this thing that I finally found? So how do I elevate in all of those 5 facets? It's like working out, right? You know, once you get in the gym and you tackle one weight, you start putting more weight on
That's
there.
right.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
like, man, I want to get a little bit stronger, so
Oh,
now
yes.
let me go ahead and put a couple more pounds on
Yes.
there. And then what that does is kind of make you feel like you're getting a little swollen. and
Most
stuff.
definitely.
Yeah, but a little bit of elevation every day starts to get you to that T,
Yeah, I love it.
which
And
is,
it builds your confidence.
yes,
Yes.
yes,
And take us to the T.
transformation.
There it is. There's that change. That
Yeah,
man.
transformation.
You don't even recognize yourself.
No,
I
you-
love it.
You really don't. That's when all of the cleaning out and then going to the next step. And remember, you're doing this in all 5 facets. So
Yes.
that's where the powerful parts come in. That so when you're transforming now you're walking in the light. You're walking unapologetically about how it is that you want to be, right? It's like the Transformers. You know, we grew up on cartoons,
Yes.
y'all. I'm sorry.
Yes.
That's just what we
that
did.
is our conversation. And
All
I'm
day.
fine
I
with it.
could not wait to get out of school just to get in front of the
Right.
TV
Pretty much.
and watch the cartoons.
Yeah.
Because our cartoons had substance back in the
It
day.
has so much substance.
Storyline,
Yes.
lessons,
Yes.
characters.
Even
each-
though you knew Tom and Jerry were going to be up to the same antics.
every day was
You
different.
knew Fat Albert and the Cosby Kids were going to be up to
Yeah,
something.
I couldn't wait for them to go see Mush Mouth.
Well,
It was just funny how Mush Mouth.
oh my God.
And
They
this,
can
again, this is where we
communicate.
come again, right?
Yes.
You can get that message from anybody, from the
That is the
highest to the
truth.
lowest. Mush Mouth
Yes.
was the one who actually got them all out of trouble
Right.
with
You
all
are
that
not
duct tape on his
kidding.
shoe.
Serious. Stop.
I love the duct tape on his
Oh
shoe,
my
so it was like,
God.
yes, Mush Mouth.
Yes, I'm telling you.
It's like he
This
sat
is
on that bench waiting for him to come. It's like them shorties come. They
like he
finna
the
come.
oracle or something.
Yes.
Oh my
Yes,
God.
so-
Everything is running through my head.
Yes.
So transformation, since we are there and
Yeah.
this was the week of transformation and I told you already, today's episode of Your Going Live was super powerful, and you said, well, what was something that you took away? What stood
Right.
out to you? And I was like, I'm not telling you till the show.
So
You got a
you got-
podcast for this. We're not going to have this behind the scenes conversation.
So you
We
got-
were taught by the podcast king himself, David Shands, press record, make that doggone conversation a podcast. And that's
Right.
what we're doing.
Awesome.
So what stood out to me is when you said, and I'm sure you said, as a matter of fact, if y'all don't get anything else, take away this number 3 And that is true. It is all about alignment. You love that. So see the alignment and not the popularity. You said if there are just two people who are like cheering you on and celebrating you, go with them
Yes.
as opposed to the crowd that, meh, you all right.
Yes.
And I say the same thing. Don't go around people who tolerate you, but surround yourself with those who celebrate you.
Yes.
Like, I want people to, not to gas me up. I don't want you to lie to me and tell me I'm the greatest of all times and never correct me. No, because I definitely have those 5 closest friends who, and not to say that everybody is where I want to be, but it's just like you said, iron sharpens iron.
Yes.
So you have to surround yourself with people who you could pour into, but people who still pour into you, and you all glean from one another.
Yes.
So what has been your greatest influence, or who has been your greatest influence in your season of transformation?
Pastor Smoke
Mm-hmm.
from Victory
Mm-hmm.
Cathedral.
Yes.
Not even through just words, through example.
Mm-hmm.
Who else? Outside of my pastor, individuals. The men that I get to like sharpen my swords with.
Yes.
The individuals that I see that are consistently doing their serving their way. Right now it's like it's just all about. Right now I'm just so focused on me. I just use everybody else's, whoever's successful and whoever has a moral about themselves. I use them as a template
Mm-hmm.
because I'm like, okay, God, I see you working in their life, and I see that they tapped into the gift you gave them, and everybody has their own gift. So it's like, okay, what's mine?
Most definitely.
Which I already always had it,
Mm-hmm.
but I had to clear out some stuff for me to see it.
That's
And
right.
then I had to be confident about it, unapologetically
Mm-hmm.
putting it out there now. Because now that I put D.E.T.O.X out here, I know people are thinking like, man, is he a therapist? Is he a motivational speaker? I'm all that.
I know that's right.
And I don't really need paper to tell me that, because what paper can give me is what my experiences were.
Mm-hmm.
Through everything I failed at, everything that I tripped on, it was always a lesson. And so if anything, you want me to give you to you in the raw, because it's like, hey, watch out, there's a pothole right there. Would you want me to
Right.
just sit there and watch you just go in the pothole?
No.
And people say, hey, you got to let them learn themselves. I'm like, no, that ain't really what you're supposed to do, right? The great Maya Angelou said, when you learn, you teach.
Yes, I love it.
You know? So,
Most definitely.
yeah, my pastor for right now was that one that really, because he set the bar on living your life by the word.
Mm-hmm.
And then I seen how he is with his family.
Mm-hmm.
And then I see him move around on how he serves his church.
Mm-hmm.
But then he's reality too. And like when he has to rest, he does
Right.
rest. When he has to go with his family and be like, hey, I got to go on vacation,
See?
he does that. So it's real to me. It's not somebody just going.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? It's really somebody that's real, but just as a template for me, that's what I use.
That's wonderful. And as short of a time as we have been knowing one another, I've already seen how you interact with your family, for one, how we all went out to dinner so our spouses can meet and get to know one another.
Yes.
So I see you as a husband, and how you even say you've grown as a husband. Even when we were in Atlanta, man, for real, you said this trip was so significant, and we're not going to even tell that story now. We're going to save that. Y'all just wait. Yes, I already have plans to have more conversations with Eric, because the depth of his experience and knowledge is so vast. We have to. But you even said that whole experience and that whole trip was not, a coincidence by any means. God was forming all of it, including our meeting and everything. But you said something to us when we were leaving, and you said, I told my wife I was coming back different. And even for you to be humble enough to feel that I'm not coming back the same already spoke volumes to me. I'm like, dog, I just met him and he telling me all this. But even how you interact with your children, just a few of the conversations you've shared as far as like my daughter is like, why don't you be more of yourself like this morning?
Yeah.
They watch, the children watch, they want to emulate us. They may, say they don't. And they like, I'm not gonna be like you, and I'm not gonna do this, that, and the other. But you see Mackenzie walking around with a microphone now, interviewing
Yes.
people on the street.
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
they start to do it, and they also want us to be authentic. They don't want us to feel like we're conforming. Now we can't tell them what to do, but for some reason, they think that they have a license to tell us, get that together. Like, no, you're not being you, Dad.
Yeah.
So how have you brought your family on this journey? How do you incorporate them in your work and your detox?
Man, it hasn't always been the way I've always painted it to be.
Wow.
Your path, like when you're not in control of your path, is like it can get out of control, and a lot of separation, a lot of neglect were there, just a lot of not know how to, because I was trying to find myself, and you'd be surprised how many people are out here with children, and they haven't found themselves, but they found themselves leading families. And so if you think about that for a second, it was almost like I had to come to a grip like, yo, you weren't leading right, but how did you get 4 college graduates? How did you get an amazing wife? How did you get a roof over your head with all of the calamity and the stuff that you were doing, fam? Like, how did you do that? Like, and I had to really tap into, like, man, God, thank you for your grace and mercy, amazing grace and mercy, for you had to use a wrench like me to be able to have those gifts like that. And so I was like, man, he gave me another chance. He said, man, I molded you, and you just wasn't fitting the mold. So when you finally let go of the wheel and you give it to me, I'm going to shape you back there. And it takes time to get back to the man that I need to be, because it's been so long that I haven't been him. And in people's eyes, they're like, man, you guys are good, man. Like, nah.
Man.
I'd be the first one to tell you that I wasn't the perfect father. I wasn't the perfect husband. I wasn't the perfect man, friend, brother. But I mean, I can look back at it now and be like, man, I'm on a whole different high right now, a whole different road, and things are shifting so fast right now for me, and I'm so excited about it. And not only am I excited about it, but I'm ready to tell about it. You know what I'm saying? Just transparency, really. And the way we met, I mean,
yes, share it.
When you tapped into it, you were telling me about how your husband was taking care of you, and he was doing amazing things for you, and I just looked at the reflection of that, and I knew what I had told Vanessa before I had left out, and the things that I want to be, and when I saw it, I was like, that's what I want to do.
Yes.
Like I'm doing it. I'm doing my version of it.
Right.
But no, I want to do it God's version, the real way, the ways that I have been learning this whole time I've been transitioning. Now he's like putting these things in my face, like, yo, look at this brother right here. Look at this brother right here. And so it just makes you curb yourself and check yourself right away and say, hey, if you really want to get to this place where you're teaching people as well as your children, start giving them an example now. So they're definitely going to see a whole different me.
Yes.
They don't even recognize me sometimes now. I really don't think they do.
Wow.
Even like I said, my daughter was telling me, how you're so serious. Like, why are you so serious on these lives? I said, cause it's like a serious. She's like, no, I need you to be yourself. And it clashed with me when she said it, because I'm thinking like, man, being myself the whole time, at the time, not being clear.
Right.
And not focused on whatever it was I was supposed to do, I wasn't the right person. So for her to say that to me, go back to being yourself.
Right.
I'm being very cautious when I hear that, though. She wants me to be humorous, goofy, and happy. That's the spirited person I am. And that's how I've been able to hide all of that.
Oh.
So all of the tragedies and stuff that I was going through, I had a smile on my face all the time. But when I went into a dark room, uh, by myself solo, or I used to sit in the car and just kind of drown myself out with things, and it was like, yeah, I didn't want to face those things until like good times, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then you always come back to that thing. If you don't take care of it, it'll
Yes.
always surface back up like oil on water.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was about to ask you about that. How do you deal with it daily? Like, what is your daily practice? I know,
Yeah.
but the people don't.
All right. So daily, first thing in the morning, I just wake up, pray, of course, before I even put my foot on the ground. I pray before I even wake up now, because I wake up in
Oh,
the middle
that's
of the night.
powerful.
Yeah, God is always talking to me in the middle of the night before my day. So I pray, give thanks, thanks for gratefulness. Then I get up and I do a 5 to 10 minute meditation. Start speaking affirmations to myself. Then I go to work, which I feel like is what's pulling me. It's 10 hours of my day that I could be working on myself.
What?
But I appreciate the fact that he gives me a job to provide and benefits, things of that nature. But that's what I'm working on to eliminate that.
Right.
I'm trying to eliminate them before they
Right.
eliminate me.
Isn't that the truth? Everybody should be on the same thing.
Right.
Right.
After I get off work, then I come home and then I work on the book. I start working on my stories. I minister to people all the time. I might call a brother on the phone just to ask him, how you doing, what's going on, and do you need anything from me?
Wow.
And I don't say nothing else. And you'd be surprised how many brothers really need those phone calls.
Oh my God.
And so that also shapes me on how I'm ministering and talking to people too, because now I take the focus off of the bad stuff that I had going on, and it makes me reflect like, you really ain't that bad, brother. You got other people that are going through so much other things that you can just sometimes just give a phone call. Just call your brother one day, a sister. Don't say nothing. Just ask them those 3 questions, and you'll be surprised what story they'll come out and tell you everything.
And that's so powerful because those are seeds.
Yes.
You're basically planting seeds, and in some instances you may be watering. But just like you said, when we allow ourselves to be a vessel every single day, I have adopted so many phrases from so many mentors. And one of my prayers is, if there's anybody you want me to bless today, God, put them in my path and allow me to bless them.
Yeah.
Shout out to Amy Kemp for that one. And then some others, I'd love to tell people at the end of prayer in the morning with my devotion, I say, go make today great for someone else. I used to tell my children before they go to school, be kind. I don't say, what did you do in school today? I say, who were you kind to? Because in the law of nature, what you send out, you're going to get back.
Yes.
So that's what I wanted them to plant.
Yes.
Seeds of kindness,
Yes.
seeds of making someone else's day.
Yes.
Because if you ask or tell someone, I just want to raise happy children. I've never said I want to raise happy children, because happiness is pretty selfish.
Yeah.
Like, that means they have to be given something, or somebody has to do something for them to make them happy, which is a temporary state
And it's temporary.
anyway.
Yep.
So no, they will be the first to tell you, no, my mother told us we had to be kind to somebody every day. Learn something new and be kind.
Yes.
That's you coming in this house to let me know those 2 things.
Yes.
So I love that you're grown and you're checking in with grown men.
Yes.
To say, how are you? Is there anything you need? That's the community that we were literally commissioned to do and to
Yes.
build. He
Yes.
said, go out into the highways and the byways and to compel men. Why would anybody want to be compelled to be around you and you don't care about them?
Right.
Once again, another proverb is, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. So that's powerful.
Yes.
Harry, I
Yes.
love
I
all
love
of
that.
that. So friend, you've talked about some of your stories. What is one of the most impactful stories that you would love to share? I already know you have a whole lot of plans for your future. The book is going to,
Yes.
oh, just catapult you into a whole nother arena. I'm so excited that
Yes.
I'm going to be there to witness all this.
Yes.
But tell me one of the stories that you have to share that has brought you to where you are today and made you the man you are today.
Oh man. I got a story. Can I pull it?
Please,
All
let's
right.
make it real for the people. Yes, this is how organized he is. This is how much we are a lot alike in a lot of ways, but this is how we are not alike. He
And
is a
I
planner.
gotta put my age on too right now. Because I never wore glasses until Vanessa had me going to the eye.
That's a
clinic.
whole nother hilarious
I don't
story
wanna even
too.
talk about that story, but
He
now I
is
have 'em, so I said,
anti-glasses.
I'm gonna go ahead and do them stylish.
Uh-huh.
All right. So I want you guys to close your eyes, and we're gonna go ahead and go on a story. The story is called A Roller Coaster Called Purpose. Okay?
Mhm.
So from the time you were young, you heard about this one ride. It was legendary. The commercials hyped it up. It was the biggest, the fastest, the wildest ride of your life. Coming this summer. And if you know you were from like Chicago, Six Flags Great America was where we went
Yes.
to.
Couldn't
And
sleep at night.
no, you couldn't. And our ride was the Eagle. That's kind of the first one that you saw when you pulled up, right?
Mhm.
All right. And deep inside, you knew that ride was your purpose. Okay. So one day, it's finally time. Your family loads up the car. They put all the sandwiches and the snacks all in the cooler, in the backpack, in the station wagon before y'all had minivans. And
Right.
we had station wagons with the wood grain on the
Don't
side.
bring
like
up that wood grain station wagon.
all right.
Oh God.
And they had the back seat.
Yeah.
You know, the back seat.
You
that
facing the back window.
Yeah, you facing
Yes,
the back.
sir.
And we looking at the truck drivers like pulling the horn. Anyway. So it was a road trip. And after you kind of got all that excitement out, it just feel like it just took forever, right? And, there were rest stops, delays, and maybe even arguments on the way. You sitting on me, you touching on me, your mommy. And you know how your mama reach back.
Yes,
You know to
Lord.
reach back. Do mama still reach back in
I
cars?
promise you we do. With grown children.
And so the anticipation builds, and you're finally getting closer to something you've always wanted to see, right? Then you see it. Above the trees, piercing the sky, the one ride they always told you about, the one that makes your stomach flip before you even step into that park. And then you get inside the amusement park, you get into the line, and then when you first walk into that first part, you wander in the amusement park, and then you're trying all the smaller rides.
Mhm.
You're looking for directions, which way we gonna go first. You even get distracted on the way. But eventually, you're going to end up where you've always knew you were meant to be, right at the gate of that roller coaster called purpose. All right, you get in line. At first, you're hyped. You're with all your people. You all got this little clique. You all kind of stepping in line, step here, step there, step here, step there. You're laughing, taking steps towards the ride. But in that line, it was long and it was hot outside, right? You see others in the line too. Some confident, some quiet, some faking smiles to hide how scared they really was. But then you heard it, the screaming, the roller coaster speeding past, the twists. Then you start feeling that little thing in your chest, like, man, can I handle this? And then you inch forward. You get closer. Now you're right there at that turnbuckle, and you're looking at the operator in that box as the next one goes past, right? Now the operator opens the gate. Now it's your turn to ride. But instead of stepping in, you froze. You hesitated. You even walked away from the ride. You did that whole journey You waited the same amount of hours, the same access everybody had. You even dreamed about this ride the whole summer, your whole life. But when that moment arrived, you let fear kick in. And as you walk back down the ramp after you didn't get on the ride, right? You hear laughter. You hear celebration. You hear stories from other people who rode the ride that you were meant to be on. People talking about the thrill, the release, the transformations, the dips, the drops. And now you're that very spectator of the very thing you had prayed for. So you can open your eyes now, because the morale of that story is that is how many of us are treating purpose.
Wow.
We pray for it, we prepare for it, we show up for it, but we never fully receive it. We let anxiety rob us of what we ask God for. We let doubt steal the blessings and wait the years that we wanted to unwrap it, right? You asked for a gift, but you forgot how to receive it. And so when I think about the chance that I have now to be able to put this book out and all the things that I had asked God for going forward, with everything that I'm doing, I got to get on that ride.
Man.
And so I'm just inviting everybody to get on that ride with me.
Oh my God.
Because if you don't, you'll be watching everybody else celebrate.
Man.
And that's a roller coaster called purpose.
That messed me up.
Yep.
Wow, friend. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, let's get on the ride, Harry. Let's get on the ride. So, I know, because we've discussed the book, even though I haven't read it yet, that taking a ride with you through the book is a challenge. It's not an easy one, because you already referenced Think and Grow Rich is also a journey. It's not an easy read.
No.
It's not a page turner where, I read it in 2 days.
No.
I read it in a week.
No.
You, once again, it takes discipline, focus, and intentional action steps. So how are you oh God, introducing the detox to your listening audience and your community that you're building?
I'm glad you asked that. So when you read the book, you're going to see that.
Now, first of all, it is not that thick. And you may think, that's it? They playing. So when he showed it to me, I was like, it's gorgeous. I love it. I'm going to let you all read and follow it yourself. However, wait till a man tell you that, no. It's not.
No.
It's not easy.
And it's done on purpose, because I feel like every time somebody reads a book, the first thing they look at is the thickness.
Isn't that the truth?
Oh, how many pages? I know that's what I used to do. Oh my God, 300 pages? I ain't reading that book. I ain't gonna make it. For real. I just didn't. Maybe I had a short attention span then on it, but no, I found out that my short attention span was on things that I wasn't interested in, things that didn't catch me.
Right.
So D.E.T.O.X, The Journey Back to You, has reflections in there. And then it also has a portion for you to journal, right? It's an accountability. It's an accountability coach, and it's actually a prerequisite to anything that you're trying to start off doing.
Right.
Because you want to start off with a why, but you want to start off on, is this really what I'm supposed to be doing, right? So you will have work to do with this. And once you kind of go through it, then comes the boot camps that I got for you, the 40-day and the 90-day. Right?
Wow.
So 40 days is on purpose, because if you think about it, people usually do boot camp 30 days, 90 days. They say it take at least 90 days for you to consistently get a habit,
Create a new habit,
yes. But I made it 40 days on purpose, because if you do 30 days and you go 30 days by another 10 days, then you compelled to keep doing it.
Right.
So what 40 days should make you do is be like, oh, I need the 90 days.
Pretty much, right.
Right.
If I did 40,
If
I
you did
could go
40,
ahead
you
and
can do
finish
90.
the 90.
Yeah,
That's
you
right.
didn't go. You did
That's
past
just
30.
yes.
So that's like a month. I'm gonna start on. You know, everybody like to start on the first
I
of every
do.
month.
I
I'm gonna
have
start January 1st. I'm gonna start this first. I'm gonna start that first. I'm like that too. I'm like, nah, I'm about to start over. I'm about
Right.
to, and I do this all the time. Matter of fact, I just want people to understand, like, I am still detoxing every day.
Right.
I still have to start over on some of these things every day.
I was gonna ask you about it.
Yes, no, I'm so serious. Like, this is why this is such an accountability coach. And the bigger my following get, the more of accountability is for me
True.
to not let you guys down. That's why when I
Right.
said this morning that even if I had 2 people that were really tapped in, they're counting on me to come on live at 6:30 every morning. And if I don't do that, I lost that
Right.
roller coaster called
Yes.
purpose.
Ooh.
Right?
I understand.
Yeah. So you're gonna be on the 40 day, and then you're gonna jump into the 90.
No.
No.
I'm going to.
No,
I'm going to
yes.
see because I like challenges.
Yes.
I'm going to write down 40 and 90. And I
make it
am going
plain.
to, yep.
Make it
I'm going to
plain.
go on and mix them up. Here, you mix them up, and then you show me. Why are my eyes closed?
Because you're not supposed to see.
Well, they supposed to be closed now.
Right.
And then I'm going to pick a hand or whatever.
I'm gonna let God do His destiny. With
Yes,
you.
I am. I am here for it.
All right.
Because I'll accept either challenge, 40 or 90. I've done smash 90 day challenges before, and I'm in the midst of Stephen Bartlett's 90-day challenge of going live every day, just like you.
See, that's perfect.
So
then.
yes,
90 day, 90,
right.
90. That matches.
Well, we'll see. We'll see which one I pick.
All right.
Because I'm partial to right hands. I'm gonna pick the right hand. I'm doing 40 first.
That's okay. You must crawl before you walk.
Hey, and believe you me, I'm going to crawl before I walk.
Awesome.
So what have I just signed up for?
So what you signed up for is a 40-day detox boot
Uh-huh.
camp challenge.
And that
I will send you an email with all the specifics that you will be doing. So when you read the book, you'll see that it just kind of gets you right into the mold of what you're doing. So I'm not going to give it all out yet.
But I'm sure it's still going to be about decluttering, elevating, transforming,
All about
organizing,
that.
and executing.
All about that.
God.
Yes. So you should tap into more of Serene.
Am I doing? Of course. Yeah. And this is all simultaneously.
Yes. You'll see how it goes. Yes.
Do I
So-
need to take a trip and like go to an island somewhere by myself for 40 days? Wouldn't you?
That would be nice. You know, maybe we'll probably develop something like that.
Wouldn't that be hot? A
Yeah,
whole
we do a
detox
retreat,
trip, a community,
a retreat
Ooh,
community. Yeah, it's a
ooh,
40-day.
yes.
Well, I don't know if many people can get away for 40 days. But
Well, no, we don't have to get away
we
for
could
40 days,
jam-pack
but
it
we
for a
could
week.
like lead up to that and then
Yes.
celebrate everybody's
Yes.
accomplishments and
Yes.
everybody who like stayed
Yes.
connected and all that.
Yes.
I like that.
Be like a mini
Yeah,
notebook.
it's just
the
a-
movie.
oh man.
No crying on the bed by yourself.
I was good. And you know what? That would be a super hype, cool thing to do too. Incorporate our love for movies and television, and
Yes.
then it just be just a straight movie night or a
Yes.
TV night
It'd
of
be cartoons for
nostalgia.
me. It'd be cartoons for me.
I know, for me too, for sure. No, a whole Woody Woodpecker and all that
Look at
stuff.
that. I see.
sequence.
Well, you putting in all the old good ones, huh?
Man, I could go all day for real because I was a cartoon head. Everyone believes I've just always been so book intellectual and, oh, she's a reader. And I was, but when I stopped reading, I turned the TV on.
Right.
We didn't have anything else.
No.
ColecoVision was not invented yet. Yeah, I said ColecoVision.
Yeah.
I know when that we had that one knob
Oh, yeah,
of hitting that
the
ping
paddle.
pong, but yes, that was our video game, people.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah. And we had to wait till they came on your side.
I remember when Technicolor came out. Our TV was in black and white, and that was it.
Mm.
Man,
You putting it out there. Stop telling
whatever.
that age, man. Come on.
I'm proud of my age. I'm about
Yes.
to turn 53 in this piece.
What?
Yes, I'm excited.
You should be, because we the woke ones. We woke.
You are not kidding.
I'm trying to wake
and I
everybody
look.
else up.
I at least look fit.
Yes.
Let's just
Stop
don't
it.
challenge me to
Stop
your
it.
cliff
Dude.
stairs, your swallow cliff
Yeah,
stairs.
you gotta
Not
do the
just yet.
stairs. You gotta do the stairs.
I've done them before.
Everybody's scared of the
Do I
stairs.
have a picture at the top of the stairs so I can show? I think I have video.
I send a picture to my brothers my
Man.
church brothers every day. Like, yo, I'm keeping the pilot lit.
Man.
And they were like, we coming.
Man,
They ain't
Ooh.
came yet.
You put some food at the top of the stairs, I might
I
beat
bet
you.
you. I bet
might
you. Now,
beat
you know
you.
what? That'd be something. I wonder if
Put
the
some
force preserve.
tacos up.
I would. I wonder if the force preserve would let me bring a barbecue grill up to the top
Ooh.
and just have
Sir,
it smoking. I bet people
That
get up on
will
them stairs
be-
then.
Man,
That's
that's,
a
a smart
shame,
idea.
though, ain't it?
It is.
I
But
gotta
if you
cook
take a
food.
backpack of your food, take a backpack of your coconut cream sauce, sir, I will be up those stairs. Some jerk chicken. I'm telling you, man,
That's
fire. That's the whole truth.
Yes.
So, dear Chef Harry,
Yes.
we know the book is coming,
Yes.
and we know the community is coming.
Yes.
When is the podcast coming here? You already knew I was, sir. This is the hot seat. I don't play with people.
No, you shouldn't. You shouldn't. You shouldn't.
when you pulling that trigger?
Oh, the trigger's gonna get pulled.
Uh-huh.
I don't want to put. Should I put that out?
Well, I just want the people to be able to follow you and know what they're looking for.
Yeah, you're right.
Because there's no telling when they're going to listen to this and watch this.
Right.
Have you put a date to it yet?
I haven't put an official date yet.
Mm-hmm.
I think once I have the official date from my publishers on the book,
Yes.
then I can lock in into throwing all of what I know in there.
You don't want to do a soft launch of the podcast so people start getting to it's all types of things.
Yeah, I know. You can, you gonna set that up for me? Yeah.
Oh, see?
Okay, yeah. See, look at you. You have all the great ideas.
Yeah.
So
yes,
I think
sir.
I think I need a little support.
You
with
talk
that.
about this accountability.
Yes, yes.
Man.
And partner. I
Yeah, we
appreciate
going
you.
to do that.
All right.
We are about to do that.
See,
yes.
you holding me accountable. I love that.
I
See what I'm
most
saying?
certainly am.
And that's what I was talking about this morning.
I know.
You either
That's your social. Yeah.
see.
Who are your top 5 people?
You
That's
sharp. You
Yep.
sharp.
Sharpening.
I
Oh,
love it.
yes.
I love it. That's
So-
why Vanessa loves you so much.
Oh, I love her too.
Yes.
Like for real.
Yes.
Man, that's a good this is such a blessing. He's been talking about it all day in the live and just in conversation, but it is true. When you do start to align yourself with great people, you
Yes.
start to attract great people, and
Yes.
your mind shift is what does it. You
Yes.
finally felt, dare I say, worthy
Yes.
to actually be surrounded with people who think better of you than you do of yourself
Yeah.
sometimes, because I'm part of the same type of group that people are like, oh my God, I feel like they think I could do no wrong, but it's really not that. They just see the best in me. They see the better. They see Serene. I don't see Serene all the time. A lot of times I see the unhappy
Yes.
and depressed and feeling less than Ruth. But no, my friends don't let that person stay out long. As a matter
Yeah.
of fact, they're like, where are you if I do start to retreat? So
Right.
I'm glad you're finding your people, as well as I'm part of those people now.
Hey,
So
I appreciate that.
man,
Definitely.
that's so cool.
And another thing that to tap into what you're saying too, as far as the people that you're attracting, I've learned not to judge anybody anymore about anything.
Mm-hmm.
I just take people for who they are right now, and wherever God leads me to give them a word on that one thing,
Right.
I just do that now. I just I'm just learning how to accept whatever it is in anybody and anything, and take the best parts of that and just apply it to me, or just apply it to our relationship. So that's big, because again, that's what I want somebody to do for me.
Oh, yes.
going forward is to
Mm-hmm.
not look at my flaws, but look at them as things that shape me to who I am today. Like now I get to help you.
Yes.
You know, I get to counsel to you. I get to testify. It's our right to do that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we should be out here doing that a lot of times, but you know, people aren't vulnerable, or they just kind of want to make sure that everybody thinks they're on a high horse all the time.
Oh,
And
yes.
when you do that, nobody really has compassion for you then,
That's
because they be
the
like,
truth.
"Dude, you don't need it. You good."
Right.
And then the whole time you're like, "No, I'm not."
That is so true.
Yeah.
But that's the vulnerability of it, especially when it comes to men. You know, sometimes that I have 3 brothers, but I didn't have the type of a dad that I never heard him say, "Don't cry," and men don't cry and toughen up. And I don't recall that. As a matter of fact, if anything, you know, not that I saw my father cry ever, but I did just see him be vulnerable and to admit when he made a mistake. And I don't know about anybody else, but I saw a softer side to my dad as well as a strong man. So, you know, when you're able to see that and understand that, hey, we all have definitely flaws, but we also have strengths and weaknesses. And I used to grow up thinking that, ooh, I have to accentuate the positive and eliminate the negative. It's not elimination that we need to do.
No.
Guess what? It's to find our complement. I am
Yes.
queen of searching out the people who can do things that I can't. Because it's like, ooh, okay, you're organized. I need that.
I need that.
You
Yes.
like structure. I
Yes.
need that.
Yes.
Because although I may like it, I don't create it well. Because I'm like you said, I will follow that doggone squirrel and rabbit and shiny ball in a minute. In a minute.
Yes.
So
Yes.
what would you like to leave with my Becoming Serene audience? Like, if
Oh,
there's
man.
one thing that Chef Harry wants you all to know, is what?
Man, I got so much, but
I know.
I got one main thing that I always want to leave out with is that purpose is patient.
Yes.
And just always know that when a purpose is
I love
patient, meaning
that.
that it'll always be there waiting on you to
His
come
glasses are
grab it.
talking.
I know, right?
But I love that.
Yeah, purpose is patient. When you're ready to come get that, it'll always be there for you. But until that, you'll be chasing the rabbits.
You say that almost every single day.
Yes.
And I do. That is so appropriate. And man, purpose is patient. It's waiting on you, just like the roller coaster of purpose.
Yes.
Man,
Yes.
that's fire. And I know you got so many more.
I do.
So many more to give the
do.
people. Thank you so much for sitting on my couch for the first time.
Yes.
For the first time. This was so powerful.
Yes.
How you feel?
I feel good.
You
Man.
feel comfortable behind that microphone?
Oh man, this is where I always was supposed to be.
As long as you know.
This
You
is
got
where I
on the
was supposed to
ride.
be, yeah.
You on the ride
Only
now.
thing I'm not doing is just cooking. With
Ah,
it, I'm
but
good.
you will. But you will. You will definitely be cooking up some stuff.
Yeah.
Man, I'm so excited for you. I'm excited for
Man,
us.
I
This
appreciate
is-
you. I really do, sister. I appreciate you
Man.
seeing the star in me, the light in me, and just really understanding.
It started with you. You the
the
one who
genuine-
said that. You're like, that's it. I need to sit down with you.
For real, I recognized it. You had the aura, you had the charisma, you had the voice. You just had the shine on you. And I see you in your daughter, and I see her in you. I see you in her so much, right? Even though she's
That's
quiet,
awesome.
but I could tell she's a rebel, like
Oh,
my little one.
Yeah, Mackenzie is a
Yes.
serious force.
Yes,
child.
yes.
Waiting to break free.
Yes, and your son is amazing too. by the
Oh,
way. Very
Thank
creative,
you.
very open. I mean, he is amazing also.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You are a beautiful
hats
family.
off to my husband
Yes.
who pours into them. I
Yes.
mean, I did the initial work as far as the classroom stuff and the prayers and everything, but he is truly the person who has always taught them to be worthy and to be valued.
Right.
And that's one of the things I love so much about our relationship. He lets them know that the things that they do, no matter how big or small, it's to be valued, and they are to know that at an early age.
Yes.
So they're not gonna settle for anything less than.
Yes, King did an awesome
No.
job too, definitely.
Oh, thank
Yes, yes,
you.
beautiful
Thank you
family, and
so much.
I'm just glad to be part of it.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Oh, my goodness. So, you all, I already know you've been blessed by Chef Harry's words and wisdom. And you just get ready. Please just get ready. When this detox book is released, I am going to plaster it everywhere. You're going to hear it from me. You're going to hear it from him. I'm going to be sharing his pages and all of his Instagrams. As a matter of fact, please share with them all your social media handles because I love the name of that too.
I know I'm still trying to memorize all of them, but they all are kind of the same. It's
Uh-huh.
breaking bread, breaking without the G, 21, Chef Harry.
Yes, Breaking Bread 21, Chef Harry.
Yes, and then landing page for detox is detoxwithchefharry.com.
Love it. We're going to attach all of those and everything. And as usual, thank you all so much again for joining us for another episode of Becoming Serene. I hope and pray that you have not just learned something, but you've taken some nuggets and you're going to apply them. Please, please do. I know I am. I don't have a choice. I'm going to be in a 40-day challenge soon. And I'm going to take you all with me. I'm going to take you all with me along for the ride because I need all of you to hold me accountable. So be on the lookout for when my 40-day detox challenge begins. I'm going to document every single day. Harry is so excited. I'm going to document all of it. Maybe even do a whole vlog and just journey with Chef Harry or something. But thank you all once again. And as usual, until next time, you know what? Stay serene. Thanks again. Say bye, Harry. I don't know what camera I was looking.